Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, I believe, May 24th. So happy Thursday to everyone. We're almost into the weekend and leading into the full moon weekend, actually, where I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to have time to do like the individual signs for the full moon. I might just do like the individual elements, just like fire, water, earth, air signs, and go about that way, because I feel like that even that is actually a bit accurate. I don't know that it's necessary for me to break it down in zodiac signs, or not necessary, but I feel like I can give the message that needs to be received to the different like elemental signs as well, also, because I know especially air and fire signs are going through like some extreme changes. I mean, everyone is, but I know especially like the air signs, especially are going through some interesting times, which I guess I will hopefully be getting to a video about that. I'm kind of thinking about doing twin flame readings where I do like where the divine masculine and divine feminine are, like where they are during the week. So I'll actually talk more about that in a whole different video because we got to get to this daily message. So switch it up a little bit today. So the spread we have was just what is it that we consciously need to be aware of, what do we unconsciously need to be aware of, and just the overall theme of what's going on here. So for the conscious Page of Swords, the first thing that came to my mind was, ooh, people must be popping off at the mouth. That's the first thing that I thought of. When you look at this card, he's just caught up in the wind, caught up in the air, caught up in low-key his own air. And again, Page of Swords doesn't have to always be a negative thing, but seeing this as the message in the conscious area, this is definitely telling me like you don't need to swing your sword all over the place. You don't need to head into every battle, every word battle. You don't have to square off with every single person that challenges your truth or challenges your thoughts or any of that. Picking and choosing your battles is wise. When we get to the Seven of Coins here, I believe I pulled this a few days ago, so I feel like this is just confirmation that, yeah, we're continuously doing this work. We're getting closer and closer to our harvest time, but we're still on the grind. I believe I said before, this is also like another kind of checkpoint time. You can feel like, oh, reassessing, kind of looking at what everything's going on, but you're still at hard work. This is before the the Eight of Coins. I pulled a spread previous to this, and this is the next one that was really for clarity. So I'm definitely getting the feeling that everyone is really at hard work. Everyone is working hard. Everyone's working at their crafts. Everyone's developing their abilities. Excuse me. Some of us are, demonstrating our abilities. Actually putting some of it into work. But definitely, Seven of Cups is, if you were wondering if you're approaching your harvesting time, like you are approaching your your cash out, your cash out moment, you're approaching it, it's coming up. That's the way I'm also seeing this. And this being in the like unconscious, the more spiritual side, I'm looking at this as more as like, I feel, if you're following my channel or if you're even watching my videos, I assume that you incorporate spirituality into your everyday life or your practices or whatever. So I'm seeing the Seven of Coins as everything that you have been doing to develop your spirituality, develop your your internal stability, your worth and your values, that your morals kind of too. that kind of anchor you into like who you are and where you know, who you really want to be. So we're getting there. But I do feel like I said, I feel like if we, also I'm seeing this as talking too soon. And not because talking too soon is like you being a bad person. But I'm also seeing Page of Swords oftentimes gets mentioned as like a spy card. So I'm also seeing this as like, just be careful of who you are passing your thoughts and your plans and your ideas to. Like, you don't have to tell everyone. You don't have to run an Instagram and be like, yo, I'm about to have this, you know, such and such business going and popping, and watch out for me. Like, I mean, that's what this is telling me of. Like, when someone has like a hot idea and they just want to like tell everyone because they're excited about it, or like whenever someone comes up on some like new info or like a secret, or not even a secret, but like some knowledge that not everyone really has access to or something like that, and then they run off and tell everybody. And it's not that everyone shouldn't know, but again, I'm feeling like this is really just like, it's just going to draw attention to you. You're going to draw battles to you that you don't have to go through. And especially if you are wondering what I mean by that, I feel like most of us already know that, I mean, when you do put your projects and your ideas out there, not only good people or good spirits are, you know, able to hear or know those ideas. You know, you not welcome in, but you put your idea out there for everyone to know and to see when you do that. And so I'm seeing this as more just keeping it to yourself as it continues to grow, because once it, you know, is in full bloom, or once it's able to be harvested, I feel like that'll be the right time to be like, yo, I've got this going on, shops open, like that kind of a thing, as opposed to when you let someone know like months before you do something. Hopefully that made sense, because that's, now that I'm looking at these cards that way, that's kind of the message that I'm getting, is that, yo, just work on yourself, mind your own spiritual business. So ultimate theme for today, which makes sense because this is really just kind of the theme that I've been feeling throughout the week, is the Empress, you know, the divine feminine energy being unlocked and not coming to the forefront to be like, oh, the divine masculine energy in all of us is unnecessary, not needed at this time. But I'm kind of even seeing this as like the divine feminine, kind of like, I'm seeing this two different ways. Either like nurturing like the baby us, almost like our inner child, or I'm also seeing this as nurturing, you know what, no, I'm going to go with that, because I'm seeing this as like our inner child, but I'm seeing this as like our inner divine masculine, the part of us that like is confident and knows our power and knows our authority. And so I feel like your divine energy is kind of nurturing on that part. I wish I had the card out here to show you. In the first spread that I pulled, in this position was the Strength card. And in this dragon deck, it's this lion and dragon that are on both sides, and there's these snakes intertwined in the middle. I know the name for it. I forget the actual name for the symbol. But that is giving me that feeling in this card too, of needing to nurture our inner self so that we are able to be confident and in our power. But power isn't everything either. So without control, you know, power is useless as well. So definitely a time of balance. I mean, I know you guys are probably like sick of me saying that, but I mean, that's kind of just the gist of the next like 3 or 4 months, to be honest. Like, at least the way I'm seeing it, like up until the lunar eclipse and when the poles shift, I feel like all up until now we're really just like balancing, coming into balance, because we really have to be like on our best game, I feel like, when we head into the fall and when we head into some serious like stuff. I mean, even in the summer, serious stuff, I feel like it's gonna start popping off, but like, we'll talk about it when we get there. But just to mention a little bit, bottom of the deck was 3 of coins. So learning new abilities, learning new skills. When I'm seeing this with the coins, I'm seeing this as, us just becoming more aware of these skills, us, getting in touch with these skills. I'm not even necessarily seeing these as us learning new quote-unquote skills. I'm seeing this as skills that we've always had coming to the forefront, because I'm looking at the way this light is like shining through the trees, as if it's like shining light on abilities that have kind of always been there, but like now they're illuminated, so you're able to see them. I mean, I just noticed that underneath was the Two of Cups, so I'm also seeing this as, higher self and lower self really coming to some sort of, balance, so that the emotional fulfillment is there. So yes, that is it for today. I hope that resonated with some of y'all. Thank you so much for your support, all your likes and subscribes and everything. I am so grateful. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday. I hope everyone takes heed a little bit of that Page of Swords, myself included. So again, I'll talk with you guys tomorrow. I'll be back with the Friday daily message, and then I will be back on Sunday with the weekly forecast for the week. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.